You want me to go first? Or you want to go first, Bob?
You go first.
Yeah,
You break the ice.
you sound like my sister volunteering me for things. Let's see. Share my Miro board. So a couple things that I've been working on. This I better share. I'm not sharing yet. There we go. Um, this is my Miro board, and specifically some of the components on my base station, which provides correction data so that I can get RTK fix. I'm trying to I'm trying to accomplish that I can move this physically to multiple locations, and that there's a inside of this F9P um, GPS. There's a what they call a survey process, which tells the GPS to analyze where it's at, so that the correction data can be updated specifically. There is a message in RTCM 1005 message that carries the position, and all the calculations are based in part on that. And so my first hurdle was this DC converter. I was getting low voltage on this RPi 3, and I've been battling with getting that to work. This is a solar powered base station fed by this Renogy 10 amp solar charge controller, which has got a battery and a solar panel
Okay.
connected to it. So part of what I've been doing over the last few days is trying to stabilize the power on this, and then working on software to be able to move my base station and have this um, F9P resurvey that position. And most people might just say, well, hook it up to uCenter, which is the Windows application provided by uBlocks, and put it in survey mode. Well, the problem is I would rather be able to issue a Python script to do that, um, because this is all enclosed in a box, and it's
No.
dragging out a Windows 10 machine and hooking it up. And then, well, it would just be, it's not like climbing Mount Everest hard, but it is a little bit annoying. So I've been investing in trying to programmatically kick off that. And I haven't succeeded. So that I've ordered a new power converter based on, I think his name is pronounced correctly, Nicholas, which seemed to be a decent price point to replace this, and hopefully that'll fix my low power issues. And that's where I'm at on that. The other parts of this is an ESP32 that catches some telemetry data off of this Renogy, and tracks that and posts that. So that's just sort of an add-on bonus. Um, what else have I been working on?
Oh, I got a question for you.
Yeah, far
Why do
away.
you want to move your base station?
Because I'm at home and I test my, I'll call it desk check, my setup, and then the place where my tractor physically is 20 minutes away. And so
I forgot about that. Yep.
correction data has to be, the base station has to sort of know where it's at if you want reliable, accurate
Oh, okay. Okay,
correction data.
gotcha.
Let's see. The other thing I did is I spent some time changing I cleaned up my repository a little bit. I wasn't happy with it because as an example, I've got a folder here for the base station, and I'll end up with a couple of base stations and had a folder for setup and testing data. I still have my Obsidian Vault. I still have a folder at the highest level for my radio control, my Raspberry Pi and Teensy. So
Hmm.
reorganizing GitHub was and getting that all pushed down to, my various devices was a little bit of a challenge. So I think I'm a little bit more happy with the way that my repository is
Good.
organized at the moment. Um, I've been messing around with my going back to my base station. This was logging onto my home Wi-Fi network. I needed it to rejigger it to configure it so that it would connect to my phone hotspot if it was available and only secondarily connect to my home Wi-Fi. So that was took a little jiggery pokery. And I think that's about all I've got to report today. And then I'm hoping to do some more field testing once I get my base station
Oh,
organized so that I've got RTK fix when I'm
okay.
um, when I'm doing my testing. Oh, the other thing that I was doing was in since I'm not using any ROS, I don't have access to doing what's in ROS called a ROS bag or collecting telemetry data. So I've got a homemade um, system for doing that, and I've got some scripts that I've been working on to do that. And I'm trying to find where those scripts are. Um, nope, it's not there. It'll be here. So this program is basically capturing multiple data sets from these two UDP ports that I'm publishing data on. So
Okay.
um, it's one of the call it a benefit or a downside of using or not using ROS is you've got to worry about your own logging system. So
Yeah.
I've got this to help me capture some of the data to be able to analyze later. So we'll see how good that goes based on progressing on field testing.
Nice.
So that's enough for a few days worth of work.
Do you do anything else besides work on this stuff?
No, well, only when the missus tells me to. So
Yeah.
I try to keep everything else in balance.
Yep.
What's going on in your world?
I'll share my screen here. Share. Okay. And let's see. Here's, so, can you see my screen yet? Oops. I lost your voice.
I only see the Zoom screen. Behind
Oh,
it is some nanobot data.
okay.
No, you were sharing. Now you stop sharing.
Okay, let's try it again. Okay, there we are. Huh. Oh, okay. This is mine then. So I share this. Okay.
And you can just minimize that top screen
This.
or go to the Mahindra or Sammy or whatever you want to show.
Okay. Um, let's start with this sync. Okay. I borrowed your script about doing a good sync, the last one that you gave me, and I
Hmm.
ran it 3 times just for giggles. And then I used Miro to merge those three to come up with the best one. Um, I'll, this will be this would explain it more. So, come on. So over these three are the samples that were generated from your script, and then your last script I merged with the three previous ones, and this is what it came up with. Let's see if I can make this bigger. Yeah. So now it's calling it a health monitor, and it's supposed to give me all this good stuff.
Nice.
Go ahead.
I said nice.
Yeah, it's amazing what this AI can do. I wouldn't have a clue on any of this without it coming up with this stuff. And it reordered my Git files, and so now if I go back to the sync folder, um, that's down at the bottom. And, I'm kind of, come on. Oh, now it wants to convert from into node layers. So each,
What in the heck is it telling you to do?
I don't know. Um,
Scroll up a little bit, please.
okay.
No, just where that tree thing was. Option A.
Option A.
So Nanobot is your whole project, and it's
Yeah.
saying you have a Pi node, an Orin node, a Vault Docs hardware scripts.
Yeah.
I, yeah, I mean,
It's awfully complicated.
yeah, I think that's interesting. I'm just, again, it just feels overly complex.
Yeah. So maybe I'll roll it back to just the flat file.
Well, I mean, part of it is where do you currently have things you want to save? I mean, what if you were going to take the stuff that you have and that you find valuable now,
Right.
which which of those line items would you put it in? Because my suspicion is only about half of those
Yeah.
lines there would you actually use. But that's just me guessing.
Yeah. Okay. Um, I think just before this, it came up with um, being able to lock and to automatically protect me from doing something stupid. Yeah, we'll build a nanobot guard hook. That way, it enforces the commits. Um,
Yeah, I don't have any idea what a pre-commit hook is.
no, so anyway, that's where that is. The other topic was I stumbled across a hard drive. Actually, it's an SSD card, and I showed you a screen of of that, and I'm oh, come on, come on, no, you're going the wrong way. So my beginning statement was here's this backup file on a portable, and I said, can you help, more or less, can you help me figure this out? So
Hmm.
it gives me a step one, two, three, um, and if I can give it more information.
Hold on. Has it done any of this, what you're showing now?
No, at this point, I'm just brainstorming and saying, can you do this? Can you do that?
Hmm.
Like, here's one. Let's see, where's.
Is it connected to your computer now?
Yes, it is.
So double click on SSD on the lower. There you go.
Okay. So this is the screenshot I shared.
Yeah,
What?
the most interesting file I see on there is the last one. The one
This
in,
one.
yeah, I
Okay.
can't tell what kind that. Can you right click that?
Right click. No, doesn't want to do it.
It's opening stuff up there on the left-hand side.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I see it down below now. All those boots and roots.
Yeah, that might be an operating system level file. So if you right click that, it's not letting you show properties.
No. Let's see. Oh,
Yeah, that's you could take a screen print of that and feed it into ChatGPT, but I'm like 90% confident that is a backup of the operating system.
okay.
I don't see any user files um, on that. But again, ChatGPT, give it the full picture so it sees Pi boot in the top address bar.
Oh, okay. Okay, here we go. There.
And
So
just say,
now, just for giggles, at the end, come on.
you can just click where it says ask anything.
Oh, yeah. Control paste. And what I want to say is tell me about this stuff.
This was on the backup
Right.
icon.
Um,
Is this a system operating system?
okay. Oh, it's not.
Well, it's not the ROS operating system. It's it read further. It says it's the Raspberry Pi boot partition. of,
Oh, okay.
of the Raspberry Pi OS.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that gives me a good method. I'll keep doing more screenshots.
Oh my goodness, you reached the free limit of it like takes one screenshot for you.
Yeah. I don't know how many more they'll let me have. Oh. So,
Go back to that disk on the left side.
yep. Right there. Yep.
Yeah, that's um, you can click on the system volume information, but I don't expect there's anything in there. Maybe one file. Yeah, there's two. Yeah, that is, I mean, it's interesting if you wanted to rebuild the
Oh,
Raspberry Pi that he was at an OS layer, you could use that. I'm not sure there would be any
no.
value in doing that, but
No.
um, so the do you have any other SSDs that you haven't poked around
Um,
at yet?
there was another one, and it looks like it's got uh, two versions of Linux or Ubuntu. I'll plug it in now. And yeah, 18 and 20.
Uh, Double click one of those and double click the 20. It might open up and show you the files that are in there, or no, it wants you to, it's a disk image. I thought it was a backup. I couldn't see yeah, it's not showing you anything that's in there. I would cancel that.
Okay. Oh, it's
I mean, he imaged a whole drive, and that might be interesting because it might be both the operating system files as well as application or user data files. You wouldn't know unless you um, re you know directed that image to go someplace.
yeah.
Um,
Okay.
so I'm not sure there's any source code or program code in that, but
No.
you there might be.
Yeah. There. Anyway, that's a after I get my bot going, then I'll turn to on this. I could get lost for days in here.
Yeah, that stuff on the left side, that 128 gigabyte Samsung 60 gig, did all those look familiar to you?
Yeah, I used to have one, and I haven't been able to find it. Um, I
You
don't
click,
know how it got a hold of this.
well, it says it's an in, see in the device from third line from the bottom device and
Yeah,
partition type it says it's an NVMe drive.
that's
That's a little small, like size
yeah.
of a business card kind of disk. Do you have that plugged in someplace?
No, I don't. Huh.
Hmm.
Yeah, I
And the,
don't know how it came up with all of these.
it's stuff that you have mounted before.
Oh, yeah. There, there.
I didn't realize it would go into the history, but I guess it did.
Yeah. So these are the two SSD cards. There's three of them. I wonder if that this 128 is on my Orn Nano because I remember putting in a 128. Oh, it must have been a year ago, but I haven't been able to find it yet. Oh,
Well, an NVMe drive is it's maybe 3 millimeters thick, 4 millimeters thick, and it's on the order of the size of a business card. It's a little bit longer and a little bit narrower, but you
yeah.
um, usually in my experience, it attaches to something called a PCIe
Okay.
port. Um, so if none of that's ringing a bell, I'm not sure where this came from, but it could very well be if you installed a disk drive on your NVIDIA Nano,
Oh,
that could
yeah.
very well be that drive.
I'll, I think I'll take a look at that card. I'll pull it out. Uh, yep, that's what it is. The 128 is the one that's in my Orin Nano.
Yeah, so this must be history of stuff that you've connected to that
Yeah.
Ubuntu machine.
Yeah, it's interesting. It found all that stuff, and I didn't even ask for
Hmm.
it.
But I would X out of that because you can get in danger
Yeah.
messing around with your drives at that level.
Yep.
All those Pi boots, if you click on one of the up arrows on
Yep.
one of those, you can just unmount that.
Oh, not that one. Unmounted.
Yeah, I'm not sure why it's keeping it there on the left, but
Oh, wait a minute. It's, oh, should I close this screen out, maybe?
yeah, it's just adding to the
It's getting
clutter.
kind of confusing. And okay, back. What's underneath here? Um, oh, this is all my stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4. Interesting. Okay. So anyway, that's about that's about it.
Good deal.
So
Well, I'm going to turn off recording now.
okay.